Hi everyone, it's Eileen from Now There's a Crafty Idea, and I'm back with another part of our sewing journal. So when we left it last time, we'd done lots and lots of little bits and pieces and I was completely unfocused. So today I've got a bit of a plan. So let's see. I wanted to get some of the sewing done. I still love that. I might put a little bit of lace along the top of these. I haven't decided yet. It does look quite pretty with the lace on, doesn't it? We'll come to that. I'm getting distracted again. 5 seconds in and she's off. But I'm going to put some edging lace because I love the fact that this lace is showing above the book. But I want some edging lace on as well. But I want it on the pages. I love that kind of look where you've got the layered lace and trims, and just see what it's like. So I've got a few different pieces that I want to put on the pages. I want to use some more of this because I absolutely love it, and I have a little bit of this left which I'm going to pop on, and then we do have this which I might save for those envelopes, and then I've got little bits of doilies and some of this green left. This is the last bit of me green. Oh, and then it's gone. I'm gonna have to find them again. If anybody knows where to get it, please drop me a comment, because like I can't find it in lockdown anyway. But yeah, so I've got a few other different laces as well which I can get out, but let's see how it goes. I don't want it all to be too uniform, which is why I thought maybe using a doily on one of the pages, just having it hang over a bit. I think that'll look nice, and then it's not going to look too uniform. I'm just going to quickly measure this because now that I've seen it on those envelopes, I'm kind of in love with that. So if we had 1, 2, do we have enough? Oh, that was meant to be. That was meant to be. So we'll put that on there. So before we do anything else, before I forget what I'm doing, I'm going to pop that on there. Yes, I'm getting distracted, I know. You know what I'm like. Okay, so let's just cut this. It's going to just fit, so I'm going to have to be very careful with where I'm cutting because I don't want to have one too short. Okay, it is very pretty, this, and it was on a bigger piece of lace. So this was the trim, sorry, not lace, fabric. This was the trim on the fabric. But on find the other bit, it had these beautiful flowers on, and I just basically, it was an old top, and I basically just tea dyed it, cut it all up, and then I've used the lace on it, and that makes lovely layering fabric as well. Right, let's get a bit of glue on here, and then these, I think these will be just about finished, so I don't think they need anything else. We just need to make some ephemera to go into them. Yeah, that just say is just say gonna fit, but that's good. That's good because we want it to be all nicely fitting. Excuse me if you can hear me stomach. I've just grabbed a sandwich and my stomach's having a conversation with it. I shouldn't eat on the run, but so much to do. And there we go, get that one down. I don't want to glue down all of this trim because I want it to have a little bit of a, you know, I want it to have a little bit of movement, and this one as well. And I knew I wanted to use this green, and I'm really pleased that I got to use it that way in this book, because I just, with it having an overall green kind of colour scheme, I really wanted to use this because it's just so pretty. I will trim that down because that one's just slightly too big. Be easier to trim it before it dries. That's it. There we go. It's a little more forgiving than the art glitter glue, this tacky glue. You go a little bit longer to move things about. Yeah, I'm liking that. That's nice. I think that finishes that page off. Okay, so let's decide. I think I want to put some of the trim down here. Now, this is, so if I put this green trim down, oh my stomach, Dear me, I hope it's not distracting you too much. Oh my word. Right, now I don't want to sew this one down. The only reason is because it's quite thick here, but it's quite thin here, so when you try to sew it, it kind of tries to do that and push itself aside. So I am actually going to glue this one down, but the others I will sew down, because it's a sewing journal, so and there we go. Oh, I was watching Rachel last night. Oh, she made a beautiful fabric page, and I was just so inspired. I was like, oh my gosh, that is just amazing. A full like fabric page with pockets and a beautiful like fabric collage, and I'll pop a link down below, because oh my, I was just completely inspired. I was watching it just before I went to sleep, and I immediately wanted to get up and go in the craft room. I don't know, it's like late. You need to sleep. But yeah, I'm going to give that a go, definitely, because I wanted to do a snippet roll anyway. So I thought, well, I've done a snippet roll, I've done the cover, so why not do a page but with the hand sewing, because she used a machine which looks beautiful. So I think I might do a mix of both. I might machine the pieces on, and then I might do some hand embroidery as well. So I think that'll be coming up. So yeah, Rachel, if you get to watch this, Rachel, I'm absolutely floored by your wonderful creativity. Right, now I want to put this on, and I'm going to put something on with it, like a focal point, but for now I just want to get it on because I want to sew it, and then whatever I put on top of it I can glue. So let's see, where would this look good? Now bear in mind, this is only one signature. I wonder if, I don't think it would work, would it? No, it wouldn't work like that. No. I kind of like the idea of it being on just a plain page, because then whatever focal point I put on there, and if I just sew across here and here, it'll be a little tuck spot as well. So okay, our first sewing bit, let's do that. And then let me just get it positioned. Now this is where I would normally use my paper clips or my little clamp clips, but they're all busy holding together bits and pieces at the minute. So I'm just going to freehand it. So just quickly going to do this, and then we'll have a look and see what it is. And I'm only going to zigzag it and just try and keep it in place. Let's give it a little back stitch to secure it. There we go. And then I want that to be a bit of a tight tuck, so I'm going to pull it a little bit taut. And a bit of back stitch, and there we go. Okay. I did think about using green thread, but I've already got all my bobbin wound, so I don't think it'll make that much difference. And then that's going to be poking out over the pocket, over the page, and hopefully that's going to look very nice. Let's see, let's get our centre back in. Now let's see what we're looking like. Oh yeah, isn't that pretty? That looks very pretty. Push that back in properly. Yeah, and that's exactly what I wanted. I just wanted bits hanging out here and there. So let's see what else we've got. What do we have? I wanted to put some of this tape on, but I'm not going to use it as a page edge. I just want to use it as a decoration on the page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this little bit off at the bottom, because it comes in, it's actually in 10 centimetre the pattern itself is in 10cm strips. So I'm going to do one pattern, and I just want to pop that onto one of the pages just as a decoration. But again, I want to sew it on. Don't think that one's got, no it hasn't. So I'm going to just, let me see. So it'll just go down the page like that. Okay, let's get the sewing machine. And then quickly give this a zigzag down. I'm not going to bother double stitching because it is only a decoration. It's not going to have any stress or strain put on it. There we go. Just get that bit off. And that's just a nice cute decoration on the page. Oh yeah, I like that. And then you've got the stitching on this page, which is again another decoration. I like that a lot. Right, what else do we have? We have this. Now this is the last piece of this I've got. So I might save this for the other signature so that I can mirror it, because I've used this, I've got this on the outside of the signature, so I've used the green inside, so I want to use that on the other signature. So let's see, we need some more lacy bits. Where's my lacy bits? Let's see, I'm running out of lacy bits. I've got a nice doily that I wanted to play with somewhere. I don't think I want to use that. Maybe I could just use some fabric as well, instead of, we could just like do a fabric. Oh, a ruffle. I know I had some ruffles, didn't I? Let me see, where was that ruffle? Excuse me while I just reach over. There we go. Yes. Oh well, no, that'll look nice, I think. So let's put you in the back. Is there anything on there? Nope. Okay. So how about we put you running down there. Now I'm gonna do it the other way, but I'm gonna glue this one in because I have already sewn this one. So this one's gonna get glued in. So let's just, and I'll show you how I do these ruffles in another video. They're very easy, and I love to sit with all sorts of different bits and pieces and make them. You can make them out of paper, you can make them out of they're lovely out of the actual sewing pattern paper. So you can, there's lots of different things you can make them out of. I hope you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Right, so let me have a look and see. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. Now the only other thing I wanted to sew in, and this is something that I'd seen and thought, oh, I must give that a go. I want to do a nice page with a large tuck-in. Let's see which one, because it needs to be something quite plain because it's going to cover most of the page. So I don't want to cover anything fun up. Might work all right on this one. And I'm using this lovely green card. Oh no, I can't remember the name of the pack that I got it out of. How very, very rude. Nope, can't remember. Okay, I'll try and remember, and if I remember I'll let you know. So I'm just going to tear this because I want this to be a big pocket all the way down the page to about there. There we go. And then I do want to sew that in. And then, I mean, we can put extra decoration on, and that's just going to have things to tuck inside it there. So let's get this sewn on. And then once I've done the other signature, we will be ready to sew our signatures in. I am just, again, I should have paper clips, I don't, so I'm just going to freehand it. You know what I'm like. I'm going to give it a bit back stitch as well, because there will be a little bit of tension on there. Right. Sorry about the noise. She's not the quietest of machines. Oh, you're stuck. There we go. There we go. Okay. And how does this look? I'm quite chuffed with that. Oh, you know what I didn't do? You're already screaming it at me, aren't you? I didn't ink. Do we have to? We have to ink. There's a few little white bits there, and I'm not going to put loads of ink on. It's just as well this paper is not thick card. Right, there we go. Right, okay. I'm not bothered about the edges. That's fine. Right. Normally I would glue those in, but this is a sewing journal, so I wanted it sewn in to make it look like it's supposed to be in a sewing journal. Snip those bits off. Got little bits hanging everywhere. Right. And that we can do something with that later on when we get everything sewn in. Okay. I'm kind of liking that. I think it needs something more in the way of or once you've got the two signatures together. I tell you what, let's do the other signature. We'll put them both together, and then I can decide if I think it needs something more. Right, let's find, should we go with, we'll go with this one again, and that can be this nice size. Now it's not exactly the right size for the page, but who cares, it's going to look good anyway. And this one I can sew in, so we will. And I want it hanging over just a little bit, just because we want that edge to show when the book is closed. So let's make sure I've got everything lined up. I'm going to have to get some more paper clips. Luckily this paper has a grid on it. Which makes it easy to see that I did have it in a straight line. There we go. Okay. God, that sewing machine is so heavy. Right, so that's that one. Yeah, I'm liking that. That's just peeking out nicely, same as that one. Yep. Now we want another piece of this, but I'm going to put this one on the bottom. So let's just cut a piece off. And then we can pop this on the bottom. Right. I think I might put it on this nice pattern page. Oh no, that's a pocket. We could still put it on there, couldn't we? If we popped it. And then that's going to be a nice pocket. Yeah. I don't know, I don't like it on there. How about you? Oh no, I like it more against this background because I think it brings the pattern out a bit more. Yeah, we'll do it on you. I think it's exactly the same page as we did it last time. Ay, ay, ay. Right. I am just going to line everything up. I want that cut edge down the bottom. Not so much hanging over because it is on the bottom. Right. Back stitch. There we go. And again, I am going to pull it a little bit taut because I want it to be a nice pocket and I don't want it to be like too gaping. back stitch again. There we go. Okay. I'm always nervous doing back stitch when it's on a page because it's putting a lot of tension in one area on the paper. So I don't like doing too much back stitch on paper. Not unless it's like a thick paper that can take it. Right, let's get this off. Get all those scraps put away. Right, let me see. Oh yeah, that looks nice there. I'm liking that. That looks pretty. Such a nice doily, that one. Right, what was the other thing that I was going to put on? Well, I didn't have any more of this left. So we've still got some of this. Oh, I've got that, which is the edge of the... Now if I put that there and put that down there, oh yeah, I like that, and that can be our extra trim. There we go. So let's get a page for it. I want one towards the back. How about this one? Do you have anything on you? Oh well, that'll give us trim both sides. Now then, let's just chop this at the bottom. Sorry, I'm off camera. And we've got a nice little snippet there that'll be a nice little tag top. Where's our other ribbon? Oh, I'm hiding it from myself. Okay, so we want this to run the full length down to there. Cool. Now I'm going to freehand this. I really do have to find some more clips. I'll freehand this and sew it down so that it covers the letters, and then that lovely fabric will be peeking out from the edge. I love it when things just come together like that. Right. This is going to be one of those things that my fingers are not going to want to do. There we go. Okay. Let's just get you all lined up. Easier said than done. Right. Oh my word. There we are. I think I've got it. I think I've got it. I'm just going to go for it. Oh, don't desert me now. This is going to be right on the edge of the page. There we go. Now then, let's see. Did I catch the page? I caught the page. Cool. Oh, she did it, folks. She did it. But that's going to look lovely. I love that. Let's just pull that extra string off there. Right. Okay. I quite like that because it's a little bit skewiff, but you know me and skewiff. Right. Now then. Let's assess this and see. Where is my cover? Let's get this over. Oh yes, that's looking cool. I'm really liking that. I'll pop that up just a touch more. Yes, I don't think we need any more trims on. I think that's going to be fine. So yeah, cool. Yes, this is going to be a nice chunky. Look at it already. It just wants to bust open. Okay, we can keep these for a little bit, and I've still got some left. Yay! Right. Oh, there was one more thing I wanted to do. Oh, it's just as well I thought about that. Yes. Okay, so do we want it in the first or the second, or should we do one in each? I think we'll do one in each. Right, so I was going to cover that page up as well, wasn't I? Maybe we could do this on here, and that's going to cover that up. So what I want to do, I want to create a pocket with fabric and lace. I'm going to put the lace over the top so that it's just got a bit of layering. And I want to sew it, and then I want to gather it in the middle so that it's still a pocket, but it's just, and it's going to be chunky. I'm going to do a writing board for this journal because it's going to need it, but I think it's going to look, maybe if I don't use that fabric because that's quite thick, maybe we could get away with just the lace, in which case we can't do it on this page. But if I sew the lace on and then just gather it, it's still going to make a pretty pocket, isn't it? Right, now we need to find somewhere for that to work, and I do want the edge of the lace coming off. Oh, we didn't do the other, do we want another? Yes we do, so I need to do that as well. Memory, try to have some memory. Oh, I'm sorry, I'll stop singing, I know I'm not that good. Do I want to do it that way, and then that actually will become another trim, and it's still going to look as pretty. Is it going to look as pretty as if I do it that way? Yeah, because then it gives like an extra decoration there, so we'll do it that way. Okay, I've never done this before, so let's see how it goes. I think I'm going to cut it a little bit long. These scissors are not the sharpest. And this lace, I do believe, is an antique lace that I got given, so it's going to have to be ruched up a little bit down the side. Trying to see how I'm going to do this, but I want that to be kind of like, so I think I need to do the ruching in the middle first, so I'm going to do that first. Now, no, let's see, what do we have? We have, nope, nope. I'm trying to find a little snippet amongst all of the bits that I've got lying next to the, that's too small of a, is it too small of a snippet? Yep. Okay, let's just ruche it first, and then I can always pop something on it later. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to find the middle, and I want it ruched out. Find the middle, and I want it gathered down. I don't want to gather it too much, so what I'll do is I'll gather it as I sew, and I'll just push it under the foot. I wish I could show you, but the way my camera setup is, it just, I can't show you how I do it. I will though, when I make the ruffle video, I'll show you exactly how I do it. Right, I'm going to just go for it. Takes a bit of patience, but you get there in the end. Okay, and I'm not going to bother back stitching, because I probably will end up stitching something over the top. Right, let's have a look and see what that looks like. See, I've just ruched it up a little, that's all. It does need a little something. Now I want to keep this edge straight, and so that'll be like, kind of like a curtain effect. It's just as well I cut it a little bit long, isn't it, because it's just going to fit. And then we'll have a nice little snippet here. Right, it does need something in that middle. Okay, bear with me one moment folks, I am going to switch it off and then I'll be back in 2 seconds. Ta-da, I'm back. Right, so I've got a few little trims that I've found because I didn't have any out. Let's have a look at this, because I do like this one. That one would look quite cute, wouldn't it? I like that. Okay, let's have a look at this one. Oh dear me, there we go. No, you know what, I don't like that one as much. It's a nice edge trim, but it's just not going to look nice, and I don't think pom-poms are going to go. Now I'm going to go with this one. So let's just snip that. Need to get some new scissors or some sharper scissors, and then pop that to the side. And I'm just quickly going to stitch this down here, just to give it it's a little bit extra decoration, and it's going to neaten that stitch up a bit, you know, just give it a little bit of something, zhoosh it up, because it just needs something to cover that stitch. Right, let's go. I am going to back stitch this one. There we go. Where are you going? Don't wander off. I think Bessie's having a little bit of a tantrum on me. Right, okay, yeah, I like that. It's not neat, and I don't want it neat. I want it to look like, well, like it is, shabby. Some would say shabby chic. Right, now what I need to do is I want to sew up here, and then I can get the sides on. If I try to sew the sides first, it's going to try and, although, no, okay, right, just ignore me. I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to eyeball it and see how it turns out. Wish me luck, wish me luck. Right, now this is going to require a little bit of arrangement. Right, and some backstitch. Now I'm just going to keep this straight so that it's coming kind of off the page. It's probably a much easier way to do this. Somebody might have done it in a tutorial at some point, but yeah, I'm just like going with it. Just because I'm just experimenting. I'm just trying to find something different. Okay, and if I pull that a little bit taut. Okay. Oh. There we are, Wandering Willie. Okay, yeah, I kind of like that. I'm still not happy with that. There still needs to be something there, but that's going to be a cute little pocket there. I like that. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's get you back in. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's going to look cute. Do I have a piece of ephemera I can just pop in just to make it, see what it looks like? I'm just going to reach for one. Oh yeah, that's going to be so cute. Liking it, liking it, liking it. And it goes with our sewing theme. Right, I'm going to put it in the book before I start trimming anything off, because I want to see what it looks like, because it might just not need trimming. I think maybe it's a little bit at the top, just a little. I'm not going to trim it all the way down to the page. There we go. Now let's have a look and see what that looks like. Yeah, I quite like that, and it's another edge added to our decoration. Yeah, nice. Now the other one I'm going to do, I'm going to try and do similar, but I'm going to do it not with that one. Oh, it might look nice on there. I'm going to do it this way. But I think I might just stitch round it and not ruche it this time, because I think it'll look nice just stitched round. Yeah. And then that'll be another pocket. Sitting this way, I don't think it needs the ruching. I think it's going to look pretty and I'm going to cut it a little bit big because again, that's if my scissors will cut. I quite like the idea of it sticking out over the edge. There we are. And it's a little bit skewy. Let's get that right. It's such nice lace, this. And we'll have it hanging over a little bit at the bottom. Yeah, I like that. That's going to look pretty. So let's get that one done. And I'm just going to quickly zizz it round. I know that in this video there's a lot of sewing. I do apologise if it's really noisy and getting on your nerves. Just fast forward through the sewing bits. It's just I want to get this all done before I start sewing things like the signature in. And because once it's sewn in, you can't sew on the pages. It becomes incredibly difficult, especially doing things like this. Right, let's get you going. Little back stitch and let's away. Gonna have lots of pockets to fill, lots of ephemera to make. But I'm up to the challenge. Right, let's try and get this. It's a little bit. I'm going a little bit screwed. Okay. You just don't want to be in that shape, do you? Well, you're going to be because that's sewn down now. Oh, it's Mr. Zigzag. I don't mind that, it actually adds nicely. I do need to get a new sewing machine. It's really difficult though because I want to be able to try it out, and obviously with the lockdown everything's shut. And there's no like craft or sewing places open where I can go and try a sewing machine. Not that I would, because I'm not wanting to be out just yet. So, but I will get one. Yeah. See what it's doing? It's kind of missing the zigzag sometimes, which isn't bad on this. I mean, it's, you know, it adds to the character. But yeah, if I was like, if that was supposed to be a zigzag decorative stitch, then it wouldn't be. I like that. That's nice. Where's our little... Oh yeah, that's going to be so pretty because you'll be able to see the tag through the lace, but the lace is going to give it another... Oh yeah. Okay, we're done. Right, the last thing I wanted to do was that other pocket, wasn't it? So we did it that way. So how about we do one coming up this way? So let's have a look and find a place for it. Now I want it kind of that it could go there, couldn't it, if we put it there? Where did I put it in the other one? Let me just, where did we put it? That's that one. And okay, am I missing something? No, there it is. So it's halfway through on that one. I did have something in mind for that actually, so we'll not put it there. How about we put it on there? That's going to sew through that. So it'll look quite, because that's quite a plain page, isn't it? So it'll look alright there, won't it? Okay, so I am just going to tear this by hand. It's like a very nice, it's textured card actually, so it's got like a nice texture to it. And as I said, I do want this to be a very tactile journal. So we're going to go to about there. So I'm just going to, I don't want to tear it and have white showing like that. Oh, no, I didn't want that. And this time we won't forget to ink it. I've lost a doily. We'll have to find out where that goes. Oh, and I've left my glue off. Tut tut tut. There we go. Get rid of that white. There we are. and then that can go on there. Right, let's get that sewn on, and then that is it with the sewing. Okay, so this is our last bit of sewing, and then we can get to putting the signatures in. Do I like that shape? I'm not sure, you know. Do I want to change the shape of that? Do I want to change the shape of that? Because anything I put in there is going to be lost, isn't it? The other one's quite big, but it's going to be an undertuck, so this is going to be an overtucking that you're going to be tucking down into it. Huh. Let's just take a little bit off. More cluster material. Let's see what it looks like now. That's better. Oh yeah, that's better. I like that. Right, okay, I'm just going to quickly sew this one on, and then we can put our sewing machine away. Finally. Not that I haven't enjoyed sewing. But sewing machines are not my favourite thing to do. I do love sewing, but I love hand sewing. Right. There we go. Okay, let's move you over there. And that's gonna, let's just get these threads. That's just going to sit in like that. Okay. Right, yes, I'm quite happy with that. That's turned out good. I think, in fact I know, that's all the sewing I want to do with the sewing machine. So let's get that, that's finished, and now I need to figure out where that doily goes. Right, I'm just going to quickly flip through. I need to flip through anyway to check that the pages are in the order I want them. And decide, see that one I'm not so bothered about, because yeah, that's fine. And we're going to stencil that maybe, but I'm not right now. Tell me if you see a doily. I don't see a doily, so it must have come out of this one. So I did have it right. Where did I put it? I put it against that printed page, didn't I? There it was. Is it that one or the other one? That one. It was against this one, wasn't it? Okay. It is now. It is now. Okay, right. Now. Oh, this is looking so good. Now we need to sew these into our cover. So I will just get my bag of goodies. Here it is. And then what do we need? We need our needle. I'm going to go with the darker book thread for this one, just because my thread that I've been sewing with is quite dark, and it's going to kind of almost match up. So that's going to look nice as well with the dark green cover. Let's get these clamps out. And there's me all. Right. Okay. Pop that out the way. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but this is a dark green. It's not black. So I think that the brown will match better than the honey colour, and I think the black would be too dark, too solid. So yeah, this is going to match, and you know, you're going to be seeing it on this anyway, and I think it's going to look pretty on there. It's like a chocolatey kind of brown. So we need to make a template, don't we? It would help, Eileen, it would help. Got such a mess going on over here. Right, let's see. We need, I'm just going to fold a template. Okay, let's get this folded nicely. Right, and what I'm doing is I'm going to fold a template. I'm just measuring it. I want it to be the same width as the spine that I've put in. So just by measuring it against there, and then if I put this, because this is a straight page, theoretically it's a straight page. Theoretically. And then I will measure it, don't worry. I'm going to measure it, I will measure. Right, okay. So actually, where are we? No. So I do have this written down what the measurements are, I just don't have that. So I'm going to, do I drive you crazy with all this eyeballing? Probably. Right, it's about there. Yeah, that's not going to work. I need something a bit stronger than that. Something a bit more. Aha! Ta-da! We have some copy paper. That's almost perfect size there. Right, now I am just going to measure this. This is the proper way to do it. Not what I was doing before, just ignore that. Yeah. Oh, it's warm today. Behind our houses there's a field, it's a farmer's field, and a trackway where a lot of local kids will hang out, and just before I came in to do some filming I could smell smoke, and I was thinking, uh-oh, because obviously the kids have been really good around here. They haven't been going out in quarantine. They've been, you know, I'm impressed on how much they have taken upon themselves, and the parents, I suppose. You know, the parents are the ones telling them, but how strictly they've kept to quarantine. But things are kind of loosening up a bit, and yeah, so the little darlings had a fire out the back. Okay, so with 3 centimeters, I've just realized that. So I want to measure, let's see, we want to go about, I'm going to go in centimeters. We want to go about 4 down and then 4 up. Right, so that means that my first, my top stitch and my bottom stitch are going to be 4 centimeters from the top of the journal. So measuring 4 centimeters from the top of the journal is going to mean that our stitch is going to be there and there. And I think that's quite enough. That's, we're going to have the center one in the center, obviously. And how do we find the center? Well, that's quite simple. Right, now let me just measure to make sure. That's 6 and that's 6, so there we go, there's our center. Okay, so now we need, because we've got 2 signatures and it's 3 centimeters, so what we could do is, if we go a centimeter, that gives us a centimeter each side and a centimeter in the middle. So I think that's a good close bet as to where we want to put our stitches. Okay, and then centimeter, and then our signatures are going to be nicely spaced, and this, we will use this template as well for the signatures themselves. Right, okay, now if we pop that in, it's going to give us, yeah, that's about right. Yeah, what I might do is I might just put a clamp on the top and the bottom so it's not going to move about while I am putting the holes in, because this is going to be difficult enough because we've got a lot of thickness to get through here, don't forget. So let's just line everything back up again. What I'm doing with my nails is I'm just measuring. I can feel the edge of the spine, so I'm just using my nails just to get everything in line so that I can get it clamped on. We'll just check again because I did see that move. There we go. I'm going to slide this off the edge of the table so you won't be able to see, but I'm just putting the clamp on. There we go. There we are. Okay, right. Let's move those over a little. Right, now we need our awl, which is here. Let me just move these out of the way. And we need a pokey book. Where's my pokey book? Okay. Where's my pokey book gone? Let me just find, I'm going to be 2 seconds, I'm going to find my pokey book. Right, I've got my pokey book. Now, I think it's going to be easier if I stand up to do this. So, let's get our first one done. Oh, actually that wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. And the second one. I love using me awl. So cathartic. There we go. And there's our 6 holes. Right. Now, let's take this off. Now you're not going to be able to see them because of the fabric. I can just see them myself though, so what I might do is, while I can see them, just use the pencil, because you're not going to see this, because obviously it's going to be, that one's gone, but not to worry, aha, no it's not. There we are. And where are you? There we are. Yes, so the signatures will be in the way, so you won't see those pencil marks anyway. So now our signatures. Now, because obviously I've got the trims in, it's going to be a little bit of a clot on just to get all my papers straight. So let's take them out of there. I'm just going to quickly make sure everything's where I want it, because we've got a few half pages. I want to make sure they haven't slipped down, and if I can find it, which I can't. Where's it? There it is, the doily. Now it's a little bit too high. Right, there we go. Okay, now remember what I said, this is slightly smaller, which is why we put the lace on the top, but that's okay. Now I'm well aware that we're not going to be able to catch the center page, and that's fine. I'm just going to hold that. Now we go opposite corners, because I want to keep everything nice and tight. Where's my other clips gone? Put my book on top of them. Just make sure everything's nice and tight and straight, and nothing's gone skew-whiff. Right, if I'm careful, I can actually catch that. It's going to bring it down just a little bit, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be right at the top. And these clamps are just going to hold that nice and gently. Right, now, this is what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to fold it along this line. where our pokey holes are, and then I'm going to use this as a guide for to poke our holes in here. Now this is going to be bigger than the actual journal, so these little edges that you've got left over, you want to make sure that they are equal top and bottom, otherwise your signature is going to sit too far up or too far down. You want them equal top and bottom, so they're about equal there. Now let's get our pokey tool, and while I think on, I'm quickly gonna put a mark on there, just so when we do the second one, it's going to be in exactly the same place, because we want our signatures to sit in the right place. So let's get, okay, and I've moved it. This is where it gets a little bit awkward. Okay. Right, I've got it. I've got it. I'll go through there. Try and keep it closed so that you're getting it through the right place. This is where you want 3 hands. So if you happen to have 3 hands, that's great. There we go. Right, now there's our 3 pokey holes. Now I'm going to do exactly the same. Oh no, let's sew this one in first. Now this is our first signature, so we want to line that up with our first lot of dots, not the second, so otherwise you end up getting your signatures in the wrong place. Now thread and needle. I'm going to do 1, 2 and just under 3. I like to be generous with the thread. You can always cut some off, but you can't add it on. And the thing is, the little bits that you cut off, you can use them to sew up notebooks. Right, through the centre. Let's find our centre one. Did I get that in the right place? Hold on, folks. Through the centre. Where's my pokey tool? I'm just trying to find. Aha! I was in the wrong place. Okay, so I've got it now. I've got it. Right, through. And this is the same kind of pamphlet stitch that I will use to sew in me soft cover ones as well. I'm not using a different kind of stitch, it's just the same stitch, and it gives you the same effect. So through the top, and then give that a little tug. We don't need to tighten it all up. What I am going to do is pull this one up, because I don't want to cross thread when I go back through the centre. So let's go through there. Like I said, it's a little bit difficult because did I cross thread that? No, because you're sewing through a book and it gets a little bit like you need to be an octopus to do this. Okay, now through the bottom one, I'm just poking about to find that hole, and there we go. Right, now we need to tighten everything up. This is where it's important. Now this I'm going to pop through there, and then we don't need the needle anymore, and I'm just going to try and tighten everything up. Check on the tension, that is far too loose, so give it a good tug, a good tug, a good tug. I'm going to put one knot in, and then I'm going to check the tension again. That's good. Okay, another knot, and then I might just pop a bow in there until I decide whether or not I'm going to do anything else with it. Right, just snip the excess off, and this you can use to sew up a little notebook, so don't throw that away, because this waxed thread, book thread, is really special. Okay, let's make sure that everything is sitting right. Yeah, that's That's looking nice and even. I'm liking it. Yes, very nice. Now let's get our second signature done. Now again, take it out of there, and I'm just going to check the positioning. See, that one slid down a bit and I want that a bit further up. So just as well we checked on that one. Just a quick flip through, check our doilies looking good. That's nicely positioned, and the centre bit's nicely positioned. Okay, so, and we've got it all nicely edged up here as well. Right, okay, now where are we? There we are. Let's get our clamps on. And again, I'm going to go opposite corners because it helps to keep things square. I never was much good in math, but I know that. And then we'll put our others on. Just tamping everything down to make sure everything's all nicely sitting. Now, because of the bulk in your books, you're always going to find, I tell you, you must have seen it and you must have been screaming and saying, okay, I heard ya, I heard ya. We need our cover. Okay, there we go. Do as I say, folks, nor as I do. Right, let's make sure it's down. There we go. Right. Oh my word. I swear, whoever let me loose with the camera. I'm a bumbler. There we go. Right. Well, what I was saying was, your inner pages in your journal are always going to stand a little bit proud because of the bulk you've got in your journal. Now you can, if you want to, you can spend time and trim everything down so that you've got, like, it's all going to be at the same width coming out of your book. I don't bother doing that because I just think I like the fact that the bulk comes out, and I like having edges showing, and very often, especially tea dyed and coffee dyed papers, I like the kind of edge effect that I get on them. This one doesn't want to go on. Come on, little clamp. So I don't mind that so much. Now this one's gonna, there we go. Okay, it's not sitting too low, that's fine. Now we get our template again. Make sure we use it the same way up, because otherwise you're going to have it at different heights. Line up our little marks that we made so that everything's sitting nice, and let's make our holes, and then hopefully everything will be where it's supposed to be. There we go. Now let's get this one sewn in. Okay, again I'm going to go 1, 2 and a bit, and that should give me plenty. And my needles here, and this is just a book sewing set that I got on Amazon. It wasn't very expensive, and you get the awl, and you get a little pack of equipment with the, let's find our first hole, with 3 threads and a wax block so that you can make your own waxed thread if you wanted to, which I've never tried before, but I will one day. And you want a wax thread because it's kinder to your books, and it's easier to work with, and it goes through your paper much better. It doesn't grab the paper and tear the edges because it's waxed. So yeah, you kind of, it's better to have a waxed thread, but you can use any kind of thread really. Right, I'm pulling that tight because I don't want to cross thread. Let's just guide this needle through, and it has cross threaded, so let's do that again. And then we go through here. Oh, we'll get there, we'll get there. There we go. And then I can just see where I put the pokey tool. It's always more difficult putting your second signature in because you're fighting with the first one. Oh dear me. Let's see. I can see ya, I just can't get ya. Let's hold it this way and then I can see better. This is another reason why you want all of your pages to be nicely lined up, because otherwise your needle gets lost in your pages, which is what seems to be happening here. Okay, this is going to be out of focus, but I'm sorry, I can't see what I'm doing like that. Where are ya? Got ya. Knew you were there somewhere. Right, let's pull my tails caught, and my tail might have been a bit long on this one. There we are, got ya. Yes, it was definitely a bit long on this one. Right, now let's try and tighten everything up. Let's just quickly check that tension. It's okay, could be a bit tighter. Now let's put this needle under the top. Give it a really good tug and put a knot in. Now let's check our tension. That's a little less than I wanted it to be, so extra strong tug, and then we can tie that off. Right, check again. Yeah, I like that. Good tension. You don't want to be too tight that it's going to pull your book apart, and you don't want it too loose that your signature is going to wobble about. Now, oh, that was warm work. Okay, let's check it. Yes, our signatures are in line. Oh, cool. Look at that. Let's move our pokey book. Oh my word, we haven't even started putting our bits in yet. This is really going to be chunky. Oh, I am loving it. Oh, look. Oh, see all the bits hanging out, and the lace and the trims and all the lovely bits. Yes, I am loving it. And we've got a nice distance between the two and a nice distance at the back. Yeah, this is looking great, and I love the way that this mirrors this. It looks great, doesn't it? I'm really glad that we trimmed that so it wasn't hanging too far over. Well, it's not hanging over, because now you can see that coming out from there and from the bottom. Right, I'm loving that. Okay, so we've got it sewn in. I am going to leave it here now because that was quite a bit of work to get done, and I don't want this video to be too long. And our next video we're going to start decorating. Yay! So we shall, oh, and we did the collage, and I've got all of the bits cut out from the collage, so we'll go through them as well and we'll see what we need to decorate. So thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying this one. I am really enjoying this one, and I'm loving the way it's turned out. So stay safe, folks, stay healthy and happy crafting. Bye.